What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Last week, it was in the process of moving, so no video last week, but I'm pretty much settled in now, so you can look forward to my weekly videos here on Wednesdays, where I give you kind of a little hand-picked selection of games that I do like against the spread. So if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, guys. And out of all these games, if you want to know the ones I'm actually going to submit my wagers on, I put a link to get access to SoBet right in the description below. For around 50 cents a day, you'll get all my picks on SoBet and immediate access to dozens of professionals on the platform. So that's a no-brainer. Again, the link in the description if you're interested in winning on a little bit more of a serious note. But let's get into today's games, guys. St. John's laying 2.5, laying right around a bucket to Villanova here. The line looks short, man. They're on a tear. They've just, it's an incredible job here. I think we all knew what Rick Pitino is capable of, but they are starting to overachieve, I think. I think this is a good sell high spot. The line looks short. Give me Villanova. They're coming off that win. They're at home. I do still like a couple of these guys on the Villanova roster. I get it. The wild card here might be Philly winning the Super Bowl. How much energy is really left for sports after probably what's happened? But with the parade still to come, you know, there's still some energy. I think it carries forward here. I think we get a pretty good showing. I like them at home. I think this is an upset that nobody's really going to be confident in taking, but I will do that. I'm going to take the 2.5 points with Villanova here. Florida State going to Wake Forest. Wake Forest coming off the West Coast trip, going 2 for 2. I didn't see that coming. And they've quietly won actually 3 in a row now, and they're a bubble team. They are currently in the tournament. If it ended today, I believe they're in the last 4 in. So they got to stay focused. I don't think it's going to be a letdown spot. I just expect the momentum to continue. I think this is a reasonable number. Let's go ahead and lay 7 points with Wake at home. I bet they win by double digits here. I think they just keep it rolling, man. I like some players on this team. I think the threes might be falling in this game. We got Washington catching 10.5 against Ohio State. Ohio State off that Nebraska game, kind of getting reset a little bit. But quietly, they've been playing pretty good basketball over the last few weeks. And although 10.5 might look like bait, it might look like, you know, you just got to take Washington, right? You just got to blindly do it. 10.5 points. I don't know, man. I like Thornton. I like a lot of guys on this Ohio State team. I think the shots can fall. I do think they have the offensive firepower to cover a margin like this. I'm just going to be really straightforward here. I'll lay the big number. Give me Ohio State at home. I expect this to be a complete blowout. I'll take the Buckeyes. I'll lay the big number. I'll lay the 10.5. You can also see there the total at 144.5. I think we expect some points in this one. And then my final game here for the little selection I picked for Wednesday is Oklahoma. The Sooners getting 8.5 against Missouri. Now, if Missouri was able to hold on and get by Texas A&M, maybe this line would be about 10 or 11, and maybe I would be really tempted to jump in here with Oklahoma and grab those points. But I'm not going to do it. I do think that loss kind of reset Mizzou. I like them on the home court here. Not a believer in Texas. I don't really like the coach. I don't really like the roster overall. I think they're going to have significant issues in rebounding in this game. And I just don't see them being able to stop the Missouri offense. A total of 151. We're going to get points. We're going to get points from both sides. There's definitely some people on that Sooners roster that can score the basketball at will as well. But 8.5 at home, Missouri off the loss. I think this is a good spot for them, you know, as long as they have a decent first half. Not too much of a hangover from that buzzer beater loss there. I think they're going to do just fine. I could see them winning for sure by 10 plus in this game. So I'll go ahead and lay the big number with Missouri. And that's it, guys. There's my little selection. Depending on the Wednesdays, man, I might have more, I might have less. But ultimately, if you want to know what I'm going to bet on, again, link to SoBet in the description. See you guys next week.